Hello, my fellow Nigerians. Another fuel increase again. Where are we going from here? Hey, following the new pump price announcement by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, the National Association of Nigerian Students has announced a nationwide protest slated for September 15, 2024 across major cities in Nigeria. According to NANS, the protest tagged fuel price hike, a threat to our future, will take place on September 15, 2024 across major cities in Nigeria. This announcement was made on Tuesday in a statement signed by NANS National State President, Comrade Henry Okunomo. He stated that NANS is appalled and disheartened by the recent announcement of yet another hike in fuel prices by the NNPC. Furthermore, the statement issued a clarion call for a nationwide protest against what it described as an egregious act. We demand an immediate reversal of the fuel price hike and a more compassionate approach to governance, Okunomo said. We urge all Nigerian students, civil society organizations, and the masses to join us in this peaceful demonstration, as we demand an immediate reversal of the fuel price hike and a more compassionate approach to governance. According to him, we shall not be silenced and we shall not be intimidated. We shall rise in unison to demand a better deal for Nigerian students and the masses. He further disclosed that this latest development is the proverbial straw that breaks the camel's back, as it has become patiently clear that the NNPC, under the leadership of its Director General, Mele Kyari, has failed woefully in its primary responsibility of ensuring a stable and affordable fuel supply. Since his appointment, Mr. Kyari has presided over a regime of unrelenting fuel price increases, with each hike further exacerbating the suffering of the masses. This, Okunomo argued, is a clear indication of Kyari's gross incompetence and inability to deliver on his mandate. The NNPC, under his watch, has become a behemoth of inefficiency, perpetuating a cycle of hardship and despair for the Nigerian people, he added. NANS therefore demands the immediate removal of Mr. Mele Kyari as the Director General of the NNPC. His continued stay in office is an affront to the sensibilities of the Nigerian people and a stark reminder of the government's insensitivity to their plight. The statement concluded, Nigerians, this is what we are facing every day. It's another tug of war. So the NLC too, they've mentioned something of this nature. The Nigerian Labour Congress has condemned the increase in the price of premium motor spirit, popularly known as Petrol, describing it as a deep sense of betrayal. The Labour body made the reaction in a statement signed by its president, Joe Ajaero. NLC alleged that the President Bola Tinubu-led federal government had reneged on its promise not to increase the pump price of petrol, despite accepting 70,000 as the national minimum wage. The NLC recalled that one of the reasons for accepting the minimum wage was the understanding that the pump price of petrol would not be increased. The labor union has therefore demanded the immediate reversal of the petrol price hike, release of protesters hot at indiscriminate arrest, reversal of the 250% tariff hike in electricity, and an end to policies that engender hunger and insecurity. The NLC also condemned the government's approach to resolving fuel subsidy contradictions, describing it as patiently faulty. The union vowed to stand resolute with the people and not be intimidated by the government or its security agents. We are filled with a deep sense of betrayal as the federal government clandestinely increases the pump price of PMS. One of the reasons for accepting 70,000 as national minimum wage was the understanding that the pump price of PMS would not be increased, even as we knew that 70,000 was not sufficient. We recall vividly when Mr. President gave us the devil's alternatives to choose from: either 250,000 as minimum wage, subject to the rise of the pump price between 1,500 and 2,000, and 70,000 as old PMS rates. We opted to the latter because we could not bring ourselves to accept further punishment on Nigerians. But here we are, barely 1 month after, and with government yet to compensate payment of the new national minimum wage, confronted by a reality we cannot explain. It is both traumatic and nightmarish. Yet, when we told government that it is its approach to resolving the fuel subsidy contradictions was patiently faulty and would not last, its front row chair leaders sneered at us, saying we did not understand basic economics. But if truth to be told, this act of betrayal is consistent with the character of this government. We recall the assurances we were given by the leadership of the National Assembly on the 250% tariff hike, that it has been dealt with, and there was no need to openly engage the Minister of Power, who was at that meeting. Instead of promised reversal, the rate has since been jacked up further, putting more Nigerians and business in jeopardy. The combined effects of a government's ferocious right-wing market policies brought Nigerians and Nigeria to their all-time low and led to the end hunger, end bad governance protest. Rather than make amends, government has arrested and hounded into detention some of those who took part and some of those who had nothing to do with this protest, charging them with criminal conspiracy, subversion, treasonable felony, terrorism, financing, and cybercrime, with an intent to overthrow the government of President Tinubu. The police and the other security agencies have since been on a rampage, terrorizing the citizenry in pursuance of government's agenda of Muslim lawful descent. In brazen pursuit, they have defamed and labeled not a few individuals. They have gone as far as appropriating the statutory rules of the Ministry of Labor and Employment in resolving trade dispute matters and issues considered outside the jurisdiction of the security agencies. That the government is on a rampage in the face of stifling conditions of living is an understatement. But we promise Nigerians that we at the Nigerian Labour Congress will not be cowed into submission. Together with civil society, we brought about this democracy when some of the actors in power today were conspiring with the military on how to perpetuate their hold on political power. When the state and the security forces picked on us in a hybrid war, we had our suspicions. We knew they were up to something sinister and needed to divert our attention, or possibly frighten or weaken us before they came out with it, so that we would not have a robust response. Now that the chickens have come to roost, we were right in our suspicions. However, we want to let Nigerians know that the clandestine surreptitious increase in the pump price of PMS is the first among the equally sinister policies government has made to sleep on our part. We stand resolute with the people, and we neither be distracted nor intimidated by the government of its security agencies. We insist that government cannot criminalize protest or basic rights in the domain of the citizenry. My people, see what is going on in Nigeria. They deceived the NLC by accepting 70,000 minimum wage. Now, they've increased the petrol price again. My people, what do you suggest? In your opinion, comment section, comment, and let's know your opinion. God bless Nigeria. Thanks. Share, love, subscribe, like to this channel. Thanks and God bless. Amen.